Well, for our newest magazine Monday, we're going to make this quick. Got the Santa Fe hat on. Anyways, Timmy D here from the Railroads Rock Show, podcast, showcast, whatever you want to call it, cast. And we're going to do a magazine Monday. So let's get to it. We have a Model Railroader magazine starting with September 95. We got November 94 of the Trains magazine. And last but not least, a little bit newer, May 96 of Model Railroad Craftsman. I love this. It almost looks like an amalgamation of an SW1000 with an SW7 cab head. I love that. So what do we want to do first? Roll the dice. Let's go 96. May 96, we're going to get into this. Look at this. You could even see from the times. Tech 2. MRC sound generator. Well, I could only imagine what that sounded like. I never owned one of these. I do have a Tech 2, but not the sound one. Love Athearn. Their advertisements. Look at that. They got the Lehigh Valley. Was that a 50-foot? Got a Jeep 38-2. No dynamic brakes. As you could see back in the day, you have the silver handrails, so you'd have to paint them in. So obviously 38-2, that looks like if we're looking at the Q fans, GP50, because it had the Q fans instead of the flat fans. Otherwise, it'd be a Jeep 40. Still no dynamic brakes. And then, of course, one of the cool parts, Athearn SD40-2, but the Dash 9. Look at that. That was something big. That was a big thing. It was a very modern engine for a very simple, time as far as kits go. To get that brand new GE-9 out of the skaboodle. Look at that. Atlas had their U-boats, HO scale. U-33C. Let's get into this. Look at this drawing. This is it right here. Okay, so this is what's on the cover, and I really enjoy this. Look at that. So, as you could see, you have these different types of SW units. You have the Burlington Northern SW1000. I love that unit. I've got a BNSF in this design model, which is an SW1000. Right there. Single stack, kind of like a flat or less arched hood as opposed to the SW7s you could see had a very arched hood. Port Montreal et Quebec. But you see these different design drawings. As you can see here, it has that super arched roof right here. And this doesn't even say, I don't even know what we're looking at. But go back through this because it really will explain the details. As you can see, that more flat roof. Still arched, but has that flat roof. The 4 windows. You can see there's 4 windows on this. You'd see this kind of that arched roof more on an SW7. That's the SW1000 or 1500 or an MP15AC. Look at this. M-Trax 25th anniversary. Looks cool. Look at this model of this. Wow. Man, I'm going to dive deep back into this. September of 96. Sorry, May of 96. So cool. So cool. Some of the drawings, some of the articles, some of the things that are going down. Bridge and Trestle Handbook. Is there anything else? Märklin in stock. Yeah. Märklin. We love the Märklin. Yeah. And of course, on the back of every rail model Craftsman is Overland Models promoting their latest and greatest of greatest and latest Southern Pacific Daylight GS4. What a beautiful looking piece of machinery. One can only imagine how well it ran because it was only DC. Didn't have to worry about the digital command control. Yay. All right, let's go here. Conquering the Cascades. As you can see, this is the LMX. I've talked about this a bunch with different people. The LMX was the GE. You see the GE symbol, as I've discovered in most recent times. And these were strobes. They were not ditch lights. Fun fact. So if you want to model the early LMX lease B40 or 39-8s, I can't remember. Is it 39-8s? Where does it say? Does it say? No, it does not. But they're talking about Stevens Pass, conquering the Cascades. Yeah. November 94. Let's take a look at a couple other things, though. What beautiful pictures. You got a nice lash up of SW series units. I'm getting off that subject and staying on it at the same time. That's pretty cool. We've got a wildfire that is taking place with a historic train rolling through the area. Pretty nifty. Once again, more SW series. What is that? Is that just a vibe? These are random, like, I randomly pick these magazines, and as though I randomly pick them, it seems like they still kind of come in some sort of, like there's some sort of vibe that's happening. Anyways, look at this. Burlington Northern, pre-ditch lights, just the high hood mounted headlight. Beautiful looking units. I always love the SD40-2s. This giant deck, the big anti-climber. Yes, I said deck, D-E-C-K. D-E-C-K. That giant deck. It's almost like you could lay out a barbecue and just have yourself a nice little sun tanning session while you're waiting for the next train to arrive. If only you weren't on a Burlington Northern platform, because as we all see, this is pretty much the Northwest most of the time. Rain. Even when the sun is shining, it is rain and cloudy and clumpety and gloopety and clappety. And there's a nice little map of what we got going on. Really cool article. At a glance, they're just going through the Northern Corridor Cascade Division. You can see right here, Cascade Division Scenic Subdivision Headquarters Address. Look at that. They give you all the fun jazz. But really cool, and they give you the map through the area. But yeah, that's what it looks like. I have toured the piss out of the Northwest, and I will say 90% of the time I was up there, it looked like that. Just fog. I wouldn't say snow, because most of the time when I tour the Northwest, it's always in the spring and summer. But even then, it's a lot of raininess. And then you get this. You get this beautiful rain shadow if you're on the Spokane side. And yeah, Rock Island. I'd love to go through this, because slowly becoming the biggest fan of Rock Island Railroad. I love all these photo sections. Back in the day, they used to do some really good stuff. Look at this, throwbacks. Chicago and Northwestern line, people scanning the route. And Totes Faves, look at this. Oh my gosh. We're going to end this magazine roundup, well, at least for this magazine, on a CF7, which is one of my favorite units. Like I said, a lot of the fellas from Santa Fe don't really like it because they said they were boggy, they were unreliable. But hey, man, something about these ugly pigs that I just happen to be a huge fan of. Cool. All right. On to the last but not least, Model Railroader magazine, September 95. And visit Ben King's superb small layout. Let's see if there's anything fun in here. Ooh, a steel plow. What are we looking at? It is in product reviews. So what is the product review? Is that an Overland? What do we got here? Snowplow. Oh, it's Walthers. What? I want it. I want more of it. Black and white, black and white, black and white. Color! The Timber City of the Northwest. Well, of course, that's what we're dealing with here. Look at these beautiful pictures. Steam, as I always love. Huge fan of Steam, and it looks like we're just dealing with one simple diorama. A nice little diorama, but highly detailed. So much going on. Love that. That's a Ford Model T. You got a model, whatever that is for the Ford Model truck. Larger. I mean, just really cool. Really going into all the excess accoutrement. You got your steam back here, your steam up here, your this and that and that and this. This all just looks really cool. And these are the things that maketh the man. And then obviously modeling conifers. That's something I'd like to get into, because Lord knows the La Mesa Club needs a few more of those conifers. Cool tricks on how to do it. Love it. Love it and love it. I don't know what that is. I want to know what that is. Ah, flicker-free car lighting. Boom. So it looks like there's some sort of resistor in there. You have a right side, left side. Bing bang boomerang. That actually looks cool. Obviously, in this day and age, there's a lot less problems with things like that. But gotta love the trackside photos. Steam lives. And I'll tell you what, Totes Phase will go to the back and read along the line. That's right, along the line. One of my faves, hurry up and wait. Railroading is often a high-speed activity with passenger trains and hotshot freights fighting to keep their schedules. However, as this work crew knows, there's often plenty of dead time spent in the hole waiting for the main line to clear. As in the rest of the world, hurry up and wait is often the action plan. What a beautiful picture. What a beautiful way to end Magazine Monday. Everybody rock and roll. Your next important signal. Remember the next signal you get. Sorry, let's try this one more time. The most important signal you get is going to be your next one. Everybody rock and roll. Take care, be safe, and we'll see you soon.